Hola amigos, David el Profe here, and today we're going to be talking about how to set up your Google business profile. So let's jump right into it here. This is what you are looking to do long term. It takes a little while to get these types of results, which is why it's really important to go ahead and set this up today. But this is a report that I get from Google every month. And as you can see here, kind of the most important details that you're looking for is the number of phone calls you're getting, how many people are asking for directions, finding you from website visits, profile views, searches for your keywords, that sort of thing. As you can see here, I got 83 phone calls last month. So I just want to ask you, what do you think business would be like if you had over 80 people calling you every month? It's going to be good. I can promise you that, right? This is what you're looking for. So go ahead and get started with this today. What I love about Google Business Profiles, first and foremost, is it's free and it's going to help local prospective students find you. This is how you communicate to Google so that Google knows how to recommend you to people that are looking for your services in your local area. When you create a Google Business Profile, you're going to start showing up on both Google Maps and in the Google search terms or the Google search website. Um, a few other things that are important to note. You don't need a website to do this. It's helpful, but it's not necessary to get started. You don't have to start paying for ads right away. It will help you build trust instantly with people that are seeing your profile. And this is how you're going to use Google as your recommendation partner. Google's literally going to tell people that are searching for English classes about you and where you are. It grows over time, so it's kind of like planting a seed. You want to plant that seed today and start watering it to get it working for you in the long term. So think about this from the perspective of your students. Most people these days are going to look for the name of the service, the keywords. So for example, in this situation, you're teaching English to Spanish speakers, which means your Spanish speaking students, they're not looking for English classes, they're looking for clases de inglés. So as you can see here in the search bar here, I have clases de inglés cerca de mí. So when you put that in, this is what's going to show up. You can see the language school here, and I am the blue dot. So most people are going to be looking for something that's close and convenient for them to get to. And just from the perspective of distance, right off the bat, I can see, wow, the language school is right next to me. So that's the first place I'm going to call or go to visit. The other things that are important to people are the reviews. For example, there's another school here that's not too far away, but when you look at the reviews, the language school has 154 five-star reviews. Core Languages doesn't have any reviews. I'm probably going to go to the place that has a whole bunch of five-star reviews versus the place with no reviews. Outside of that, you see some other people listed here. Hola Denver Spanish, Progresa Spanish. I don't know why that's showing up if I'm looking for English classes, so definitely not going there. The English Learning Center, well, okay, they've got 26 five-star reviews, not bad, but I don't see them on the map. So again, I'm probably just going to go to the place that's closest to me. So always try to think about this from the perspective of your students, the people that are going to be looking for you. This is really powerful. I mean, I get people all the time. They don't care about anything else when they contact me other than the fact that they read my reviews and they're ready to pay and sign up for classes based off of all those five-star reviews. So that's what we're looking for in the long term with Google Business. So set it up now. Google has a learning process. It needs time to learn about you. It's going to take probably 1 to 3 months for it to start recommending you. There's something called an algorithm that Google uses, and it's factoring in a number of things, including the search terms, the information that you've put into your Google business profile, your location, as well as the reviews. Don't worry too much about the reviews. The reviews are a long-term process. You can only start getting reviews once you've had students for a while, and you can start asking your students to recommend you and give you a five-star review on Google's. That's going to take anywhere from 3 to 12 months to start working for you. But that's why you have to start doing this now, so you're prepared for when you finish that first class and you ask for a review, so that your students can give you a review. And this is how you're going to become the go-to ESL teacher in your community. I just can't stress the importance of doing this, because when you have those conversations, you can tell a student that's read your Google reviews versus a student that hasn't. So you're looking to get that reputation working in your favor. All right, so I'm going to walk you through this step by step. What you need to get started is a Gmail account, a name for your business, a phone number that students can use to call you, a coverage area. It's helpful to have some pictures so that students can see what your place or your classroom looks like, what you look like. And optional bonuses are to have a physical address where students can go visit you in person, and a website. In my opinion, a website's not 100% necessary at this particular phase in your business. If you have one, you can put it into Google, but again, it's not 100% necessary right now. And we'll cover websites in another training area, another training video in the future. All right, so the first step is to go to this website, business.google.com. You can also just search in Google Business Profile or Google My Business, and it's going to pop up for you. When you click on that link, this is what you're going to see. And then you create the account and you start going through and filling out this information. The first step after that, the next step, is to add your business details. This is where you're going to enter in your business name. For example, on the right, you can see my business name is The Language School. And then you choose your business categories. As an ESL teacher, you're going to want to put in English language school, private tutor, tutoring service, adult education school, and international school. I've got a couple of others just because I publish my own books. I'm also a book publisher, but you don't have to put that into your profile. You really just want to choose the most relevant categories that you're going to be using for your school. After that, you want to create a description. Google only gives you 750 characters to do this, so you're not looking to write a whole novel here. It's really important to understand what's called a keyword. So Google's algorithm is primarily working based off of the keywords that people are using to search for your services. So you want to try and get all of those most important and most commonly used keywords into this description. I have created this description for you, so all you have to do is copy and paste this into your profile. You would just change the name of your city, the name of your business, and the name of your neighborhood. Feel free to use this description. You can get creative and play with this as if you want to, but this works. It's got all the most important keywords in there already for you, so no need to reinvent the wheel. Next, you put in your contact information. So you're going to include a phone number so that people can call you. If you use WhatsApp or some other type of chat messaging service, you can put that in here. If you have a website, you can put that in here. If you have social media, which you definitely should, we'll be talking about that in other videos, then you can also put those social media links in here as well. I've got LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. I think you can use whatever, Instagram, TikTok, any of the other social media sites here as well. The next step is to put in your location and service area. All right, so to create the profile, you have to put in your address. If you don't have like a public business location, don't worry too much. You can put your home address in here, and then you can just hit this little toggle button, which will hide your address. I actually teach out of my house, and I'm comfortable with that, so I have it publicly visible, but that's going to be 100% up to you. We'll be talking a little bit in the future about how to choose your location to teach from. So for the time being, you can put in your address and then hide it. And if you're not using your home address, or you want to hide your address, then you can just choose your service area. So I live in what's called Northeast Denver. I've got surrounding areas like Aurora, Denver, Commerce City. My specific neighborhood is Central Park, and the next neighborhood over is Montbello. You would just choose whichever service areas you want to include. And that can be also like some teachers choose to be mobile and go to students' houses or meet in public places like a library or a coffee shop. So wherever you're comfortable going and traveling to, you can put that in there as well. The next step is to think about is to input your business hours. I've got another video in the future coming about when to teach. So don't worry too much about that. You can see my hours of operation here. I'm giving classes Sunday through Friday. I've got the specific hours put in there. You can also put the days that you're closed, and you also want to put in any holiday hours. So for example, Labor Day is next weekend. I close from Friday through Monday for the 4-day, so I can take a 4-day weekend. So you just have to specify exactly which days that you're closed. And then the next step is to start adding the services. I've got a list of the primary services that you want to make sure to include here. This is again going to help Google find you. So if you're primarily looking for Spanish speakers that want to learn English, make sure you put these terms in Spanish. You can also put them in English if you want to open it up to people from other countries and linguistic backgrounds. I've actually got these listed in Spanish, English, and French. So feel free to add as many of those as you want to. And that's it for today. So your next steps, your action items, are to go back through this list of instructions one by one and set up your Google business profile. You can do it. Don't think about it too much. Just do it. It's super important to go ahead and get this started today so that Google can start learning about you and recommending you. All right, I'll see you in the next video.